congregation are supporting another person to go into a set-apart ministry, and that is Claudia. And one of the things that we want to do as a church conference is to acknowledge that it is your role to serve as the body of Christ in this place, but also to commit to support Claudia through this time of training and education. So we specifically want to support her in that ministry. And what I would like to encourage you, we won't go around the room, everybody doesn't have to say something, but if you have a word, a single word, that you can say, Claudia, this is something that I appreciate about you, how I've experienced you this far, I would invite you to offer that in blessing or thanksgiving at this time. So a word or two about how you feel about Claudia going into ministry. Any of those ways of framing it. Gary?
I find Claudia very open and compassionate. That's 2 words, I'm sorry.
That's okay. You know, I'm thinking not everyone's going to have a word, so somebody just yielded theirs to you. Open and compassionate. Kimberly?
I would say gentle and loving.
Gentle and loving. Raymond?
Claudia is a really warm and caring person.
Warm and caring.
Balanced and thoughtful.
Balanced and thoughtful. Beautiful.
Everlasting positive reinforcement.
That's 3. Everlasting positive reinforcement. Good. Terry?
I'd say compassionate as well.
Compassionate. Yeah. Teresa?
Helpful and a very good singer.
Helpful
Oh,
and
yeah.
good singer.
Yeah.
Music is such an important part of how we worship. Anything else? Yes.
Cheerful and always knows when you need a hug.
Those are important qualities. Cheerful and knows when you need a hug. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, my big one for Claudia is that she is non-judgmental. And I don't know how to say that in a positive way.
Welcoming, affirming.
Well, no, when people are screwing up, and Claudia's known me screw up often, and she still loves me, unconditional, that's it,
Yeah.
unconditional love.
Unconditional love. So these are the traits that have caused you to support her to go into this claim training. And so as she goes forward in her training, I would encourage you to be a support to her as she has to do the homework and the studying and the other aspects that come with that training. Continue to be a support to her as she has obviously been to you. All right. We received the report of the trustees, but we do not need to go over it. We received your fund balance report, but we do not need to go over it. Did anyone participate in a mission trip this year?
Well, if you call going to the fair a mission trip, we participated in that one. We participated in the mission trip to grocery outlet.
Yes.
and to foods, etc. And this is anything that we did off-site.
Correct.
So we've done mission trips to the bridge. We've taken food to the bridge and to other churches.
Lake County can.
Lake County can.
How about the distributing of food every so often to the homeless behind Walmart and also behind the dollar store?
We also did a Stop Hunger Now event at the Lions Club here in Middletown. We did that one in May, at the end of May. Any other mission trips that we can think of? We deal with food a lot.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Food has become the real outreach
Right.
of our church.
And for those of you that can make it up to Lakeport, next week our circuit is sponsoring another Stop Hunger Now. But this time the foods, often we don't know where the food is going to go, but this time we know that it's going to the Philippines because the need following the typhoon is so great. And you may have noticed on the news that Stop Hunger Now is one of the few agencies that is already on the ground, so that they are able to get the food from the shipment containers to the people. And that's a huge part. You know, we sort of don't think about the complication of that piece. And Stop Hunger Now has added another component to their ministry, specifically in the Philippines, which is that with each with each handful of food that they give out, they're giving people water filters so that they can prepare that food, because you need water as well as the food. So it's both water filters and food that are being distributed through Stop Hunger Now. So we will be sending another 10,000 meals minimum on November 22nd. Everybody is welcome to come up. This is something that we're doing as Lake County Can, as a circuit together, and there's room for everybody. So packing will begin at 5 o'clock on Friday, November 22nd. And I don't know our total balance yet, but any money that we are able to raise above $2,500, and we're close to that, any money that we're able to raise above and get counted before Wednesday, we will send extra food, so that it all goes.
Yeah, we did that too. I mean, they
Yeah.
shipped extra food when we got more money.
Do you know how many meals you packed? Over.
It was on the website, it was like 1,400 and something, 14,000. I'm trying to remember. I have to look at the
That's okay.
Facebook
So
page.
we'll say more than 14,000
Yes,
anyway. So
yes.
we as United Methodists, we're combating hunger here with all of our food ministries, but we're also impacting the world.
Yes.
You know, we sometimes get into this place where we think, oh, we're just a bunch of small churches, we can't do anything, and yet there are people that will be alive next week because we fed them. And that's really profound if you think about it. Okay. I don't see, let me check my list here. Membership, pastor, compensation, officers, lay servants, volunteer and mission. Are there any other actions that you as a congregation feel we need to speak about at the church conference this year? This is your opportunity to say, we need to talk about this. No? All right. Then it is our pleasure to move from work into being fed ourselves.